pre-workout a bad idea if you're on the keto diet? So remember, if you're on a keto diet, you want to keep your carbs as low as possible, oftentimes below 50 grams of carbs or even lower a day. So some pre-workouts can be an issue if they have carbohydrates, oftentimes glucose or something like maltodextrin, to give you extra energy during workout. But a lot, and actually I'd go as far as to say is most pre-workouts don't contain any added glucose, any added carbohydrates. They're often sugar-free, so all they contain are the products, the supplements that actually help to give you a little boost of energy during workout. You can check this out, read the label of your particular pre-workout, whatever you're using, and just find out if there's any carbs on it, and if they're not, it's not going to be an issue for your keto diet at all. If staying in ketosis is important for you, it's not really, that's just my opinion, but yeah, pre-workout is absolutely fine. Does exercise deplete certain minerals, and do you need to supplement them? So here's the thing, if you sweat a lot from exercise, you are going to lose some minerals, especially sodium from your system, but you can also lose some calcium, you can lose some magnesium and potassium as well. Okay, so those are the most important minerals. Now, here's the thing, most people can get all of those minerals back if they've got a very, very well-balanced diet. But if you do a lot of exercise and you sweat a lot, you are going to lose a lot of those minerals, so you may need to supplement some of them. So sodium is usually easy enough. You can just put a little bit more sodium or a little bit more salt onto your food, but you can also supplement with potassium, with calcium, and with magnesium. They often come in electrolyte formulas, and they can be really, really useful for people who are exercising a lot and who are sweating a lot and losing those minerals. And they may potentially be able to benefit people who suffer from cramps because of a lack of those minerals. But the evidence is still out on that. Worth a try. If creatine causes you to store extra water in your body, what part of your body does it get stored in? Really, really common question, because a lot of people are concerned that if they take creatine, it's going to cause them to look puffy or look bloated. That is not the case. When we eat creatine, it gets stored predominantly in parts of our body where it gets used a lot, so like in our muscles, for example. And that's where a lot of that extra water ends up getting stored in the muscles. Now, it does get stored in other parts of the body, but a thing that a lot of people notice when they start taking creatine is that they start to look more muscular and actually look leaner because their muscles have swollen a little bit. Doesn't happen for everybody, but in general, if you start taking creatine, you're going to look better because your muscles are fuller, okay? You are not going to look very bloated and puffy. If you eat enough protein in your diet, does that mean you're getting enough glutamine as well, or do you need to take an extra glutamine supplement? Well, here's the thing. Glutamine is a very special amino acid. Normally, it's a non-essential amino acid, meaning we can make it in our bodies. But in some situations, like severe illness or burns or injury, it becomes what's called a conditionally essential amino acid, which means that under extreme conditions where our body's in distress, we need more than our body can produce. Only in those conditions. So unless you're a burns victim or you've got some major infection going on in your body, you do not need to supplement with extra glutamine. You get all you need from your diet. Is it possible to overdose on a multivitamin? Well, the answer, as usual, is it depends. So most multivitamins are actually designed to give you the recommended daily allowance of a vast amount of different nutrients. So technically, you should be able to take one of those every day without any issues whatsoever. The only time that it might be an issue is if you take a multivitamin that has very, very strong doses of some vitamins or potentially minerals. In particular, it's the fat-soluble vitamins that we need to be careful of. Fat-soluble vitamins, the two most common ones are vitamin D and vitamin A. The reason they're a problem is because they get stored in your body fat. So if you take too much of those, so if you take more than the recommended daily dose, it can be a problem. But like I said, most multivitamins are designed to give you the right amount every day as long as you take that dose and you're not taking extra supplemental doses outside that.